one teacher and two assistants who taught the oldest kids, and the older kids taught the younger ones on down the line. And under those conditions, we in Scotland were on the top of the earth educationally.
That really
I would
killed-
say, my
that
short
really
answer
killed
would be
the
no.
teachers.
I have a feeling that back at those times, that the kids that couldn't function in that system were just sent home. As a nurse in Philadelphia public schools, I had to work in the Catholic schools. And this one nun talked about, she was really very nice too, she wasn't my picture, I didn't go to Catholic school or anything, but she was a first grade teacher and she had 60 kids in her class.
Yeah.
I said, my God, how did you handle it? She said, well, on the first day of school, I told the kids if they wanted to cry, it was okay. But they had to go in the closet and cry, so nobody cried. And,
Come out of the closet.
and anyhow, and I know in those situations, if you couldn't make it, you were a kid that, was slow, you didn't, even in public schools, you went home and stayed home with your mother until you were 18. And then, and forever after. In my school district, we had a kid that was in a really bad car accident. He didn't come back to school ever.
No, there was no Americans
Yeah.
with Disabilities Act.
Yeah, they didn't have to take him,
Yeah.
so.
We had an agrarian society too, so
Yeah.
half of the students, like during, there were times that they weren't in school because of the farming schedule. And then a lot of times, they learned stuff, their math was based on the farming schedule too, which made them more literate and actually smarter because you had to actually know what an acre was and all these type of things. Because you
Peck.
right, you
A
had to,
peck of a bushel.
yeah, that was like on the 8th grade test in like 1895. I'm such a nerd. Like it was like a test that had that stuff. I was like, who knew?
I had to know that in my school.
Yeah.
Thank you,
You better know that.
thank you, thank you for that question, Bob. 1840, huh?
1840.
Yeah, things weren't so good for some of us
We
back in
had slavery.
1840.
Yeah.
I personally would like to not
Aside.
see that time again.
Yeah.
John Baker, and then we're
Literally.
gonna close this out.
I realize it's getting late, but whenever we raise the question of adequate resources for essential public services, such as education, what's the standard answer we always hear? There's no money. Would any of the panelists care to comment on that?
They find money for what they want to spend it on.
Right.
Well, I'll tell you what I said, in 2013, when they were getting ready to close all the schools, and just by fluke, John Street was in the audience because he had some of his law students here, and I said, I remember when that picture of the Gross Clinic was being brought by an out of town, and we're gonna take it out of town, and panic ensued. And I stood up there and, in front of the SRC, and I said, they came up somehow with $60 million. Now, you're talking about $22 million, which was a lie, but still, that's what the number they were putting out there. $22 million to keep these neighborhood schools open. So, like Tamara said, there's money when there wants to be not money, when we want to have a stadium or two. There's money. We have an inadequate, inequitable system based on property taxes.
And we don't collect our taxes here.
Yeah, there's actual, unearned income tax credit, unearned income tax that we do not collect. There's all kinds of backdoor voucher systems, but we really should be lobbying Harrisburg harder. Yeah, I'm sick of hearing that, John, we don't have the money. That's how we get into the whole partnerships thing and the whole foundation thing. And, there's not even an expectation of the library anymore. Nurses and counselors, but 8 librarians in the city of Philadelphia? Yeah, I'm tired of hearing that.
I wanna say tax the 1%, the corporate executives make like 700 times more than their highest paid worker. Tax those corporate executives, tax the people that are trying to send money overseas. And the military budget,
Yeah,
which I really don't, I don't want any more of anything that's gonna kill other people in the world. Cut it off, stop it now. And during World War II, we managed to, just about overnight, build up a big enough military to fight that war and to provide daycare for kids. This, to me, this is the equal of fighting a war, where our kids are at stake here, our country is at stake, because it's, you know, what do we got, what future do we have if people don't have the ability to think critically? Which, I won't go on too much, but you think education being in the hands of private companies, what are they gonna tell kids about trade unions? What are they gonna